Hello, how are you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Me and Millie here. She's being extra cuddly this evening for some reason, so she may well be in and out throughout this video. Yeah, so anyway, thought I would finally take the opportunity to sit down and... Something stuck to my camera. To sit down and make a little video just talking about the Lanolin. I had mentioned in a couple of previous videos that I had started using it on my ears. I didn't want to say too much about it until I'd had a little bit of experience with it. I've been using it for maybe 2.5 weeks now, most evenings. So I figured I'd let you know how it's getting on. I'll tell you roughly what I've been using it for, how I've been doing it and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, actually show you the product and tell you what it actually is. So yeah, this is the Lanolin itself. Full focus. There we go. Just about there. It's so what actually is it? It's first of all, it's actually an animal product. So unfortunately, anybody who is a vegan won't be able to use this. This won't be a particularly useful video for you. But basically, all it is, it comes from the wool mostly from sheep, is where most of it comes from. And it's basically a yellowy... Yep, there we go. Mostly a yellowy, sort of waxy type substance. It's quite thick. I'll get a look out and show you. It's quite sort of thick and very, very sticky. Okay, focus, yep, there you go. It's this is actually quite warm at the moment, because it's pretty damn hot in here at the moment. When it's colder, or even just a slightly cooler, it's almost solid. You have to warm it up before you can actually use it. But yeah, basically it comes out of the secretions from the skin of things like sheep, and from what I understand, the way they actually extract it properly, it's either done by boiling it in huge pots of water and sort of reducing it down so it's literally just the wax left, or apparently it can be done in a centrifuge as well. I'd be very curious to see that. I haven't been able to find any videos of that, but that would be a little bit of fun trying to see that. That would be interesting. But yeah, basically it works as a very, very effective moisturiser. I say it's something I've used for years and years on my knuckles, because when I worked at Tesco's, for about the last 6 years at Tesco's, I worked out in the car park collecting trolleys, and that was my full-time job, just doing that, nothing else in the store. So I was always out in the cold weather, in the winter at least, in the cold weather. Millie's doing something odd now, I'm keeping an eye on her. So I was always outside in the cold weather, and I have very dry skin at the best of times. So being in the winter, in the cold, in the rain and the wind and all the nasty stuff, being out there for sort of 9-10 hours a day, my knuckles especially would get very, very dry. They actually look fine at the moment because I've been using this stuff, but they get so bad that even just sort of bending and closing my hands and sort of making fists and like doing anything like that, the skin would get so dry it just splits and it hurts and it bleeds and it's not particularly pleasant. My mum, she's the one that actually introduced me to Lanolin. She's used it for, I don't know, as long as I can remember. She's always used it because I guess I get my dry skin from her, but she's a hairdresser and she uses obviously lots of different chemicals and things like that all day, every day. And she's always found that she gets very dry skin on her hands and her knuckles as well. And so she's always used it for that. And so she introduced me to it, told me roughly what it is and how it works. And yeah, I've always used it on my knuckles. And this last winter is the first time I've ever really had problems with my ears in the cold weather. Like I say, even back in the day when I was out on trolleys, my ears were never a problem. I used to wear the jewellery in pretty much all the time, even at work, and I never had any real issues with them. This year is the first time I've had any real problems with the cold weather. So this is all brand new territory for me. And something the lanolin does work well for is obviously soothing and healing chapped and dry skin. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go on my ears. And Millie's back again. Oh, no, she's off again. So I thought, why not just give it a go just to see and just to try. And I've now been using it, I think about 2 weeks now, perhaps a tad longer. All I do with it, I'll just put it on the ears. I've been using it on both ears and literally just rub it in. I'll put this on my knuckles because obviously I've got the thing in. But I can show you basically what I do. Literally just rub it on. Gonna focus? Yeah, there we go. Literally just rub it on and spread it about, and then I do exactly the same thing as I would with any other oil, just the usual oil rubs. Make sure it's evenly spread all the way around. And something about this stuff is it doesn't really come off. To actually get it off, unlike other oils, like what I use in the mornings is bio oil. That will sort of throughout the day, it will absorb into the skin and disappear. This stuff, it doesn't really disappear on its own. You have to actually wipe it off yourself. And so it stays on my ears throughout the whole night, more or less. Unless I'm tossing and turning a particularly large amount and wipe it everywhere, which has happened a couple of times. But yeah, I've literally been doing that, leaving it on the whole night. And then first thing in the morning, jump up, nip to the toilet, do all the usual sort of stuff, and just wipe it back off again, and that's it. I've been using it almost every night, maybe 3 out of 4 nights. I do choose just to give my ears a little bit of a rest, like I say, every sort of 4th or 5th night, just to give them a break as much as anything. So I mean, there certainly is too much of a good thing. So I want to make sure I'm not overdoing it and end up irritating them even more or something like that. But so far, honestly, it's been absolutely incredible. Considering how well I've been, or how much of a short time I've been using it, my ears are doing amazing. So this always helped keep the skin on my hands very, very soft and very nice and healthy. And it's done exactly the same thing with my ears. Even after the cold weather is gone, I may well still continue on using this as part of my regular evening routine. This is the 3-inch plug. This one's back at 74 now, so almost 3-inch. But yeah, this one is the 3-inch plug, and I mean, you get a little closer. Hopefully you can tell just by looking just how damn thick and juicy they are at the moment. It's absolutely wonderful. I am absolutely loving it. So this, like I say, this could well become a regular part of my evening routine, even when the weather does, and I just wiped it everywhere, brilliant. Even when the weather does go back to slightly more sensible. Maybe I won't use it quite so much, maybe I'll use it every other night or something like that, but yeah, I can certainly foresee this being a long-term... Oh, hello Millie. I can certainly see this for being a long-term... Hello, what are you doing? Oh, she's off again. I can certainly see this being a long-term addition to my... certainly to my evening routine at least. So yeah, hopefully that will actually help some people. I say, someone did ask to see the actual brand. It's just Now Solutions. I don't know who they are. I don't know if they're specifically a good brand or anything. I think I just bought this off Amazon. It's the only one I've ever used. I don't know what my mum uses. I don't know whether... She may well get something else because she's around sort of different types of products and beauty and stuff like that, being a hairdresser all day, so she may well know better if there is some fancy specific brand. But literally all it is just one single... It is just one single ingredient. There's nothing else in it at all. So in theory, any lanolin that is like that is just going to be the same thing. It is just going to be one single product. If we can get in focus again, we're just there. Nope, we're going out of focus again. Literally all it says is ingredients lanolin, and that's it. So that's what you want. I know you can get it with some different products mixed in, but in my opinion, and from what I've read and various reviews I've seen, things like that, really all you do want is just the pure stuff. So if you are considering getting some, then it's worth trying just to get the pure stuff. And I have had this for a couple of years now, and it's not even a quarter of the way through it. So it doesn't go very quickly. So in my opinion, it's worth investing in. Now, as with any product, there's always a possibility, if you're new to it, that you may have some sort of adverse reaction. People do have allergies to it occasionally. So if you can, it may even be worth just trying a little bit before even actually buying some, if perhaps maybe you know somebody who had some, or something like that. Or there are plenty of other products, like skincare things and different types of makeups and moisturizers that do actually use it as part of the ingredients already. So maybe if you regularly wear makeup-y type things, or have some sort of skincare routine, just general skincare routine already in place, it may be worth just looking through to see if some of your products already have it, in which case you shouldn't have an allergy to it. Now obviously I'm no doctor, I'm no medical professional, so do just be careful, just in case the 1 in a million chance you actually do have a reaction to it. But yeah, it's worth mentioning that just in case, because it does happen to some people, unfortunately. So it is worth being just a little bit careful to start with. Just get a tiny bit and put it on your wrist or something and leave that overnight, just to see if you have any sort of reactions or anything like that. But yeah, I think overall, I think that's just about it. That's all I can really say about it. So it's a very simple product. It really has helped an enormous amount. I say in these last sort of 2 weeks or so, I can already see a huge difference in my ears. And I mean, I've had my ears for the best part of 20 years now, about 18 years. So to find something that makes that much difference that quickly, for me at least, is actually quite mind-blowing. Normally it takes weeks and weeks, or even months and months to really see the benefits of using a new product. So this is, yeah, certainly this is something that I will be keeping in my little circulation in my routine for the foreseeable future, and I am very, very happy with it. I would be very curious to hear if anyone else has used this on their ears, and anybody else's experiences with it. If you have used it and you've had either positive or negative experiences with it, please do comment. I would love to hear it from people. That's something I love about this whole YouTube thing, being able to interact with people and hear other people's experiences. So yeah, I'll give you one last look. So that's the actual brand, Now Solutions, pure lanolin. And yeah, one last look at the actual little stuff. We'll actually get in focus. Like I say, that's how much I've used in probably the last 18 months to 2 years. So it lasts a good long time. So that's about it. That's about as much as I'll use. And yeah, there you go. Oh, sorry, Coco. Coco's just appeared. Nope, she's off again. So yeah, hope people find that interesting, and yeah, and hope it helps some people. And yeah, hope everybody is doing well, and as always, thank you for watching my videos. And I will be back again very soon. I'm probably going to sit here and record a handful more videos while I've got a little bit of time. 6:30, yeah, I've got a little while before I have to go to bed. So yeah, ta-ra for now. I will speak to you all again very soon. Bye.